The discovery shook the Galactic Academy to its core. Deep inside a forgotten asteroid vault, explorers had uncovered the oldest star map ever recorded, etched into a slab of crystal that predated the rise of most known civilizations. Every star, every world, was marked with flawless precision. Except for one. In the lower spiral arm, a single circle had been carved out and polished smooth. The erasure was deliberate, perfect enough to erase not just the name, but the memory of what had once existed there. Dr. Relka, a xenoarchaeologist known for chasing impossible mysteries, couldn't shake the unease gnawing at her. Why remove just one world from a map meant to preserve the galaxy's history? The records held no clue. Even the Council archives, stretching back millions of years, contained nothing about those coordinates. Yet when Relka ran a quiet scan, she noticed something impossible. The missing planet's location didn't appear in any modern navigation systems. It wasn't marked as destroyed. It wasn't even marked as empty. It was as though the star system had never existed at all, and that thought sent a cold shiver down her spine. Someone had hidden it for a reason. When Dr. Relka tried to feed the void's coordinates into the Academy's most advanced navigation AI, the system froze before spitting out an error location not found. Thinking it was a glitch, she attempted a manual star chart overlay, but even that showed nothing but blank space where the system should have been. It was as if the stars themselves refused to acknowledge it. Whispered rumors began to surface among the researchers, old tales of quarantined space and worlds that were removed for the safety of all. The Galactic Council issued a formal notice discouraging further investigation, labeling the matter historically sensitive. Most species obeyed, but the newly joined humans, still strangers to the Council's ancient fears, reacted differently. Captain Aaron Keats, a man known for going where others wouldn't, stepped forward without hesitation. "If someone went through the trouble of erasing it," he said, "then whatever's there is worth seeing." Within days, a human exploration ship was ready, its course plotted through the gravitational fog surrounding the region. As the engines roared to life and the ship pierced the first layer of distortion, the stars around them seemed to bend unnaturally, as if the universe itself was trying to keep them out. Breaking through the last wave of distortion was like surfacing from deep water suddenly. The scanners lit up with readings, and the hidden system unfolded before them. At its center hung a vibrant, green-blue world, circling a golden sun, untouched and unmarked by any known chart. It was alive, its oceans gleamed, its continents spread wide with forests and mountains, but there were no active transmissions, no signs of industry. From orbit, massive ruins could be seen, cities larger than anything modern civilizations had built, yet they lay in complete silence. The structures were strange, built from a crystal-like stone that shimmered faintly under the sun, still pulsing with a faint, dormant energy. Captain Keats ordered a landing, and the human team stepped onto alien soil that had not felt footsteps for tens of thousands of years. The air was breathable, the climate perfect, as if the planet itself had been preserved. Deeper inside one towering ruin, the team discovered a sealed chamber, its walls etched with symbols unlike any language recorded in galactic history. But in the center stood a door, metallic and ancient, marked with something that froze them in place, a human handprint, engraved in perfect detail. It was impossible. Humanity had only entered the galactic stage decades ago. Yet here, on a world erased from memory for over 1,000,000 years, was a clear sign that someone human or something uncannily human had been here before. The silence of the city seemed heavier now, as if the ruins themselves were holding their breath, waiting for the visitors to decide whether to open that impossible door. With cautious hands, Captain Keats pressed his palm against the ancient engraving. The door responded instantly, unlocking with a deep, resonating hum that echoed through the chamber. A wave of cold air swept out as the walls lit with soft golden light. Then, without warning, the crystals flared, and towering figures appeared, holograms of beings who looked strikingly human, yet taller, more refined, their eyes glowing with an inner fire. They spoke in a language no translator could process, yet the humans understood every word as if it had been carved into their minds. The figures called themselves the First Makers, an ancient race that had built wonders across the stars before the birth of most modern species. They told of a great war against a shadow that consumed entire civilizations, leaving nothing but silence. Knowing they could not defeat it, they erased their world from all memory, sealing it inside a hidden fold of space, protected until their children could one day return. The hologram's final words were chilling. If you are here, then the darkness stirs once more. You must finish what we could not. As the message ended, the crystals in the walls began to glow brighter, sending a deep vibration through the ground. Outside, the city's dormant machines awoke, their towering frames moving with deliberate precision, turning toward the humans. From the sky, faint tremors rippled through the distortion field, hinting that the planet's reawakening had not gone unnoticed. Keats realized with an uneasy certainty that opening the door had been more than an act of discovery. It had been a signal, one that had just been heard across the galaxy. The ground trembled as the colossal machines emerged from beneath the surface, their metallic forms towering over the ruins like silent titans. They moved with a strange grace, each step heavy enough to send ripples through the soil, yet precise, almost deliberate. The human crew instinctively reached for their weapons, but Captain Keats raised a hand, sensing no threat, only an odd, patient expectation radiating from the machines. One by one, the constructs stopped before the humans and lowered themselves onto one knee, their heads bowing in a gesture that could only mean one thing: recognition. From their chest panels, beams of light projected symbols and star maps, displaying constellations that matched ancient human myths. Dr. Relka, stunned, realized these guardians were not simply protectors, they were messengers, carrying a history meant only for human eyes. Above them, the distortion field that had hidden the planet for 1,000,000 years began to collapse, the protective veil peeling away like mist under sunlight. Across the galaxy, sensors from hundreds of civilizations detected the sudden reappearance of a system long thought empty, and with it came something else, an energy surge, unlike anything recorded in modern times. In the far reaches of space, beyond the Council's borders, a dark presence shifted, awakened by the breach. Messages from the Galactic Council flooded Keats' ship, ordering immediate withdrawal and quarantine, but he ignored them, eyes fixed on the kneeling giants. "This world isn't lost anymore," he said quietly, almost to himself. "It's been waiting." The Guardians rose as one, their gaze following the human ship, as if silently pledging their allegiance. Somewhere deep within the ruins, a massive beacon lit the sky, piercing the darkness of space, a signal meant for something or someone far away. The galaxy would soon learn the truth. The erased world had not been forgotten, and humanity's arrival had marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where the secrets of the first makers and the threat they once faced would no longer remain buried. And in that moment, Captain Keats understood what they had found was not just a planet, but a call to arms.